I thought it would be good to get the whole proceedings underway. So my name is Daniel White. I'm the National Grassroots Convenor of the Labour for an Australian Republic group, and I'd like to welcome you all here today for our Labour for an Australian Republic group, Australian Democracy Debate Competition about a future Republican vision for Australia. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet today, the Wurundjeri people, and I'd like to pay our respects to their elders, both past and present. And it is vital that our Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people are considered to be equal partners in any future Australian Republic. Now, for those that don't know, the Labour for an Australian Republic group was formed back in 2012 as a way to reignite the campaign for an Australian Republic. And basically, we have a parliamentary wing and a grassroots wing. Our parliamentary wing has two national parliamentary conveners, Senator Lisa Singh from Tasmania and Matt Thistlethwaite MP, federal member for Kingston Smith. In Victoria, we have Tim Watts, federal member for Gellibrand, and Jane Garrett, MP, state member for Brunswick, as our state Victorian grassroots parliamentary conveners. In our grassroots wing, we have over 600 members nationwide and growing. I'm the national grassroots convener, and in Victoria, I'm one of the three grassroots conveners, along with Brenton Baldwin and James Mentor, and I'd like to thank them for all their assistance in putting on today's event as well. In terms of giving you a bit of an update in terms of where the Republican debate sits at the moment, back in the early 1990s to now, there's been polling done that says anywhere between 60 to 80% of Australians like the idea of moving towards becoming a republic. And this is because when you talk about the whole concept of putting the sovereignty away from the British royal family into the hands of the Australian people, many Australians like that idea. And they like the idea of having an Australian head of state because in our current world, we wouldn't accept a British cricket captain as our Australian cricket captain. I think in the recent World Cup we did quite well on our own terms and having our own identity and our own national team. We didn't need a British leader to be part of our cricket team. So going forward, the basic premise of moving towards transitioning to have an Australian Republic and an Australian head of state has widespread majority support. But when we look at current polling just now, we only have around 20 to 30% support for an Australian Republic. And this is because there's three major challenges going forward. There's a fear factor that exists, that we have a system that works, and as a nation, we're not quite ready to move to become a republic. The second one is that we don't have a preferred model for an Australian Republic, and so we need to work over the coming years ahead to work on trying to have a preferred model for an Australian Republic. And the third major challenge that we need to overcome is one of imagination. We need to try and capture the imagination of the Australian people. And so part of what we're trying to do today is counter these three major challenges of the fear factor, the issue around the model, and trying to capture people's imagination. So I hope you really enjoy today's proceedings. We've got some really great speakers. And obviously we want you also to participate in this democracy event today. So each of you, if you haven't already, there's a ballot paper which allows you to vote on this model competition that we're going today, as well as looking at a potential new Australian flag for Australia in the future. And we would like to get your feedback because part of what we're trying to do today is get your feedback, and then what we want to be doing is putting a lot of these models and flag designs up online and spending the next 5 to 10 years, however long it takes to become a republic, to open this debate up to the wider Australian public. So we want to be going to schools, to community groups, to businesses, to engage people as much as possible right around the nation. But the good thing is we're beginning that journey right here in Ballarat. So thank you all for coming. Now we have two videos from our national parliamentary conveners, Senator Lisa Singh and Matt Thistlethwaite. They couldn't make it here today, but please enjoy their videos because they're part of our future stars who are going to champion this Republican cause in federal parliament. Thank you.